my full day of eating. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I love doing full day of eatings. I think that it's so fun to see like what kinds of foods other people are eating just to give you some ideas. So I like to keep things super simple. If you know me, I stick to the basics. I stick to the things that I know and love because it just works really well for me. So to start off my morning, or it's not really morning anymore, it's 11, but to start off my day, I am having some Kodiak cakes. I'm in a rush. I'm headed to the Apple store. My phone has gone absolute bonkers on me. It goes in and out of apps. It like texts people, calls people. When I go on Instagram, it starts liking, commenting things. It's crazy. It zooms in and out, switches apps. It's just gone crazy. So I'm taking my phone into the Apple store. I do plan on calculating my macros or tracking my macros within this video, but depends on if my phone ends up working today or not. If it doesn't, then I won't be tracking my macros. So we'll see. So I kind of unintentionally intermittent fast just because I don't really enjoy eating in the morning. I'm always way hungrier in the evening, so I'd rather eat the majority of my calories later on in the day. So I guess I do intermittent fast on most days, but I'm not super strict on it by any means. I just do it because it works well with my appetite and when I'm feeling hungry. So for my first meal, because I gotta go really soon, I'm gonna have a Kodiak cake in a bowl. It's so easy. It's basically just like making Kodiak cakes like as a pancake or in a waffle maker, but you just heat it up in a bowl. I'm also going to add egg whites to it for extra protein because why not get a few extra grams in? And then I'm going to add unsweetened chocolate chips. I got these in the bulk section at Save On Foods and I really love them because they're not good enough where I'm gonna eat them on my own. If I have really good chocolate chips in my cupboard, I'll go and just like take a handful every once in a while, but if I have these that are unsweetened, they're not the best on their own, but they're really good in Kodiak cake, so I'm gonna put some of these in also. It's so easy to forget how much we rely and need technology until you don't have it. So I'm gonna write down exactly what I had in this meal specifically so I don't have to try to remember it for later. And oftentimes if you're trying to remember what you had and a few hours later you enter it into MyFitnessPal, it's so easy to forget things and just completely leave things out, which can cause you to miss a few hundred calories. So I'm gonna write it down just in case I do end up getting my phone working, fingers crossed. The egg whites cause the Kodiak cakes to rise so much so it looks like I have a ton of food here, and I do, but I'm excited about it. I'm going to add on some E.D. Smith no sugar added syrup, so I always just put it on the scale, zero it out as that's the easiest way for me to track it. Once it's at zero, you can go ahead and pour it on. And back on the scale. I used 34 grams. Time to run to the Apple store, but I thought I'd quickly show you what I'm wearing. This top is Buff Bunny Collections. It is old. I bought it like years ago when she first started coming out with clothing. It was like one of like her first launches, I'd say. And then these are the Buff Bunny Jasmine joggers. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. They're so comfortable and cute, and I just love being comfy whenever I go out. So I'm gonna head to the mall. I will catch you guys soon. Just got home from the Apple store, got my phone all fixed up, so I will make sure that I'm entering my macros into MyFitnessPal for my meals so that I can show you what the macros are. While I was waiting for my phone to get fixed, I went to Starbucks, I did some work. I got a venti iced Americano. I asked for 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla in it, and then just a splash of a splash of half and half cream. And I know that it's super low calorie. It's a great option. I'm not sure exactly on the macros, but I'll make sure that I put them here on the screen so that you know if you choose to order it. And I haven't had anything since, so it's been 4 hours. I'm really hungry. I'm going to whip up a salad right now. I'm thinking I'm gonna put tuna as my protein on it and possibly also have a protein shake. We'll see how I'm feeling after the salad. So I'll show you what that salad's gonna look like. I'm gonna add some spring mix, some baby arugula, and then vegetables. I'm gonna shred some carrots, chop up some peppers, some onions, add in some goat cheese, just a little bit. It's my favorite cheese because you don't need to put too much in and it goes a long way in terms of taste. I always like adding in pickles. I kind of chop them up quite finely and then it adds such good flavor to salads. I highly recommend. And then I'm going to add in this tuna. This is one of my favorites right now. It's the lemon pepper. It's a smaller can, so you can use it all in one use. And then the macros on it are really good. So there's 110 calories and there is 18 grams of protein, which is really good. So I have everything chopped up. I am going to add things into MyFitnessPal as I measure them out. It's easiest to keep all your ingredients separate and then just measure them out one by one as you're putting them into your salad. So I'm not gonna weigh out my lettuce. That's just because I truly believe, other people are gonna have different opinions on this, but I truly believe that you can't overdo it with lettuce. Like, you can eat as much lettuce as you want. You don't need to worry about going over your calorie goal because of lettuce. It's so low calorie and so good for you, so many micronutrients. So I like to keep things easy. I never measure out my lettuce. I do like to measure out other things though. So let's go ahead and enter these items into MyFitnessPal. Now we'll start with adding the red peppers in. So we end up having 64 grams of red peppers. I'll enter that into MyFitnessPal and then I'm gonna zero it out. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing for the pickles and the onions. $71 grams of pickles. Now, I'm not gonna measure out the onion because there was honestly like 1 teaspoon of it. It'd probably end up being like 5 calories. So I'm not gonna bother with that. I'm going to shred in the carrots and then also add in the goat cheese. You wanna make sure that you're always tracking your fats because they can add up super quick. And then this is the dressing that I'm going to use. It's one of my current favorite dressings. If you're in Canada, I get it from Save On Foods, just in the organic section, and it's so good. It is higher calorie. It's definitely not a low calorie salad dressing. So if you're looking for something that's lower calorie, by all means choose that option. For me, I just like to use less dressing and choose the one that I really love. I just find that I enjoy salads so much more. Okay, so the final macros on this salad is, it's 312 calories. Let me just check on the macros. So there is 11 carbs, 21 fats, and 22 grams of protein. So a pretty decent amount of protein in this bowl. If you wanted to add more protein, you could add in another meat source, you could add in beans, you could add in chickpeas. Those are great options to just get some more protein in. Now I want you to keep in mind that yes, it's 312 calories, but half of those calories are coming from the dressing alone. So you could definitely make this a lower calorie option by changing up the dressing, or if you're looking for a higher calorie option and you're looking to get in more food, you can easily add so many things into your salad. That's why I love salads. You can really customize it so it works perfect for you depending on your goals. I just got home from the gym and I'm not hungry enough to eat a meal right now, so I'm going to have some protein powder. I also didn't take my collagen this morning, so I'm going to make sure that I throw it in to my protein shake. Whenever I make a protein shake, I like to put lots of ice in. I find that it just makes the shake taste so much better. It also really helps mix it up so you don't have to add one of the like mixer balls into your cup. My newest protein that I'm most recently trying out, it is by Rivalus and it's their Promisil. This flavor is the strawberry cream. I've had it the last couple days and I really do like it so far. I am not married to one protein or one brand. I am always trying out new proteins, so just a heads up on that. This is my collagen that I got from Costco. I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm going to make sure that I track my collagen as well because there is protein in collagen. So there's 9 grams of protein in 1 scoop. So I'll make sure that I add both of these into my FitnessPal. Now for dinner, I'm going to make a Mexican bowl. We love all things Mexican around here, so I'm basically just gonna throw together some things that we have in our fridge, just make sure that it's super high protein, and that's gonna be our meal for this evening. Here, this is chicken thighs that are chopped up and it has taco seasoning on it. And then this is a 7-grain rice. It's just the Uncle Ben's rice. I have my bowl with the baby arugula and spinach in the bowl. That's going to be my base, and then I'll add these on top as well as these ingredients here. So I'm adding in unsalted black beans for extra protein, and then peppers. This is 1 small pepper and just a little bit of onion. This is half a baby Roma tomato and then some more onion, and I'm gonna add some cheese, and then I will top it off with a couple other ingredients. This is so quick and so easy. I decided last minute to cook up some breakfast ham with it. I'm just gonna cook it up and then chop it finely and add it into the bowl as well, just for some extra protein. There is 5 grams of protein per piece and it's only 30 calories, which is really good. And then when I enter this into my FitnessPal, I used oil to cook the ham as well as the peppers and onions. So I'm gonna add an extra tablespoon of oil to make sure that I'm covering my bases there. Here is the final product. I added everything together and then I put guacamole on top as well as plain Greek yogurt. I like to use Greek yogurt as a great substitute to sour cream. It's just lower in fat and higher in protein. This is the one that I used today. And then I also topped it off with some guacamole, already pre-made stuff, just because it's convenient and I didn't have any avocados at home right now. I'm having a big bowl of watermelon. I'm having 375 grams. Watermelon is low calorie because there's so much water in it, and I was a little bit lower on carbs today, lower than I'd like to be. So I'm gonna have some watermelon just to try to get some extra carbs in. Now my macronutrients for the entire day ended up being, let me see the calories. My calorie intake was 1,842 calories. This is a little bit lower than I'd like to see, but I wasn't aiming to hit any goals today. I was just tracking just to track my food, just to give you a general idea of what kind of day in the life looks like for me. Now, when it comes to my actual macros, I had 154 grams of protein, I had 174 grams of carbs, and then I had 67 grams of fat. So I would ideally like to see my carbohydrates a little bit higher than that. That's what works best for me and my body, but again, I wasn't tracking to hit goals. I was just tracking to see where I was at in terms of food. So let me know in the comments below, do you guys like when I show you the macros that are in the foods, or would you rather me just go ahead and show you the foods? Let me know below which one you prefer. But that is the end of the video. I'm going to eat this watermelon and then head to bed as I'm super tired. I'm also not feeling very well, but I really appreciate you watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. That really shows support for my channel and I really appreciate it. And do not forget to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you know when I'm uploading videos in the future. So thank you so much for watching. I hope the rest of your day is amazing. Mwah!